My name is Lorraine and my website, my blog is videoproductiontips.com. And I have been doing video production in one form or fashion for 30 years. I started long before there was even cable TV. They were still actually shooting 16-millimeter film. Videotape was that fancy new contraption. Cable TV was a fancy new contraption. I mean, you know, when I grew up watching TV, it was black and white. When we watched Sea Hunt, we'd put some blue cellophane over the screen, you know, and that was our color TV, right? You only picked up 2 channels, right? That was So anyway, so I've been doing video, yes, a very long time, and it's a lot of fun. It's one of those situations where there are kind of rules on how to do it, but the rules are always made to be broken. Anything works. It's something you have fun with. It's sometimes like being in kindergarten again, which personally I love. I mean, there's so much fun about video. I mean, someone like me with this kind of old historic perspective, you know, of the business, I mean, I'm just amazed because as I stare at my Mac computer that cost, you know, a few $1,000 bucks, I realized that 20 years ago it took literally $1 million worth of equipment to do what this one computer can do. Okay? You know, an editing suite was a room, you know, the size of an average living room. It took about 3 people to operate it, you know? And now with me, myself, and I and the computer, I can do everything that entire suite could do and more. I can put it up on the internet and someone in Timbuktu could see it. You know, that simply wasn't an option for, you know, until right now. And it's the best opportunity in the world. I'm trying to teach beginners how to do video. And I notice a lot of people are very confused and very overwhelmed by it because the entire process seems humongous. And it can be. However, I love your analogy that you gave about eating the elephant one spoonful at a time. And if there's anything on the planet that is appropriate for that analogy, it's video production. Because it's a process of, you know, many different faucets. So I'm going to start at the beginning and kind of take people through the whole process so they can better think about what kind of video they want to make and how they're going to make it. I think there's kind of some preliminary thinking you have to do before you ever think about taking the camera out of the box. Video is the number one thing on the internet right now. I mean, on almost every criteria that they, you know, judge and categorize these things by, internet video is number one. Those are the sites getting the most traffic. Those are the sites that are worth the most. Those are the things people are most excited about. Just the other day, I read a marketing survey, and they asked people, what type of online marketing are you really wanting to pursue? And 70% of the respondents said video above all other things, above search, above, you know, pay-per-click, above all of the things. People wanted to do video.
You had sent me some notes, and one of the things that you said, which I thought was really great, was doing it bad might be worse than not doing it. In my surveys, people were afraid of not being professional enough, but really the standards are, as you put in your notes, decent audio, decent video, and no rambling. And I think that's a lot different than what people expect, where they think they have to have professional video. And that's not necessarily it, is it?
Absolutely. Gosh, that's a good point. Very, very good point. Yes. I read a blog post the other day where this guy was kind of, you know, bashing web video. And he was saying, oh, man, if you can't do any better than this, just stick with the, you know, text. But what were people complaining about? They were complaining about very simple things, that they can't even hear the video, that the streaming doesn't work at all, that the video's so bad that it's shaky and grainy, you can't hear the person and all that kind of stuff. And then worse, that someone just rambles and rambles and rambles and never gets to the dadgum point. You know, it's still easier for people to copy edit a text document and take out the ramblings and going off onto tangents. And they sometimes don't know how to do that on video, so they just start the camera and start rambling. But in other words, the things that make a video bad in the eyes of the people who are watching the video are very, very, very simple things to fix.
Yes.
People are not demanding that every video production be $1 million wonder that was lit, by Steven Spielberg. And, I mean, that's not.
And all those things, yeah.
Well, that is all for this excerpt from the Marketing with Audio and Video show. Our guest has been Lorraine Grula of videoproductiontips.com. And if you'd like to learn more about what to do with your audio and video once you create it, as well as neat ways to create it, then you can get 101 Things to Do with Audio and Video to promote your business. Just go to 101thingsaudiovideo.com and download the free 30-page excerpt. Of course, this show is brought to you by the Commercial Creation Center, personal assistance from me, plus simple software designed by me to help you create audio and video posted on the internet to promote your business. This is Penny Haynes signing off from Marketing with Audio and Video.